Hello? I can hear you out there. Aren't you going to save me? If I die, it'll be your fault, you know? Do you want that on your conscience? Do you? Huh? Be gentle. I don't want it bruised. Perhaps a chokehold would do the trick. Use the flat side of your blade. Be gentle. I don't want it bruised. Use the flat side of your blade. Perhaps a chokehold would do the trick. Be gentle. I don't want it bruised. Use the flat side of your blade. Perhaps a chokehold would do the trick. Be gentle. I don't want it bruised. Did you kill it? You weren't supposed to actually kill it. Get in here now. I want a word with you.
Your gratitude is touching.
Gratitude? That was my prize-fighting bear you killed. How am I supposed to make my living now?
It is thanks to me that you are living at all.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty. Please accept my eternal loyalty for condemning me to abject poverty.
I should teach you some manners.
You can take your manners and shove them where Odin can't see. Let's do this, you filthy Dane.
Decapitation for you!
Stilling that bitter tongue was a service to all.
Yeah!
I need to clothe myself here.
Yeah!
What aileth thee, Eivor?
Eivor, the miracle legs! Many have tried, none has beaten me. The god kissed my feet when I was a babe and
þeim að drepa alla og taka allt fyrir, en einu sinni höfðu bændur með okkur.
The seat of King Alfred's power, where hawk shit stains my boots. I will find the man in white in their god's house. What do you see? What is that boy doing all the way up there?
He's so brave, like a young King Alfred.
He'll crack his head like a fresh hen's egg. I love her. Or die trying. Go on, Eivor. It's yours for the taking. Oh, it's high. Why is it so high? If I die, tell her I think only of her.
What are you doing all the way up here?
Don't try and stop me. I will get that flower, and then she'll see how much I love her.
A brave choice, little fellow.
Even if I get smashed on the ground like an overripe plum, I'm just getting my breath back. The climb was hard. I'm girding my, loins.
Lions, eh? Well, I could get it for you. I would hate to see such a ferocious flame snuffed out.
I mean, if you insist. But I could get it if I wanted to. Just so you know. Saints alive! Did you see that? God sent Eivor an angel!
Is it over? Did he fall? Oh, God's buttered crumpets! I never told him I loved him!
That stranger got it for him! Oi! That's cheating! If I'd known it was that easy.
You would have done it yourself. Risked life and limb. But great men know the value of a champion. What will you do with such a treasure?
It's for her. It's all for her. So she'll finally notice me.
Athelflaed, what do you say to the sweet boy?
Thank you for the flower. It is very beautiful.
Now we are betrothed, and I will grow up to be a great king. And you will be my fair lady.
What say you, daughter? Do you think him a worthy suitor? He risked so much to declare his love. I will tell my husband the king you claim our daughter's hand. When you are a little older, of course. Come, dearest.
Oh, Noah's holy kettle! You actually gave a flower to the princess! And now we are betrothed.
It takes more than that. There's holding hands and grunting, and then sometimes praying.
Ashingum, stead at Bergen.
You remember Mildritha from the bakery?
The trollop who needs dough with her bodice free and loose. My husband can't keep his eyes off her.
Oh, you'll be happy to hear Reeve Selwyn arrested her.
Goodness. Avoiding her nakedness, was it?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Probably stole the gaze of someone more important than your Eivor.
Senio prestis al calve. Listen.
If you don't give me Elfred's jewel, I will... By God's hairy balls, you are a thief and a swindler! Give me the jewel, Alfred Commission!
This must be the house of their timid god. They built him a rich dwelling.
The Lord takes the best of us to sit beside him.
Bishop Eivor, he is not with God. He is locked in a flaming grip.
A Dane treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope. Your Christ can wait his turn. It is you I've come to see. Is that so? When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them. I do, but I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord. If I must dance to your tune, tell me where to step. In books one may find such wisdom. We had many in England, before the Danes burned our churches. A few yet remain nearby. Or perhaps a more pious soul in need of charity will reward you with a lesson. I have nothing for you now, but I will return.
Even the mighty fall. And God's servant, the Bishop Eilfir, was mighty indeed in defense of his God. He was a man of surpassing vigor, well-versed in the Bible, quick of wit, oxen strong, meek as a lamb. But God called Eilfir to sit beside him. And Eilfir answered, his body gone to earth, and his sister weeping. Mourning a lord far known and beloved. I give praise to such a man, to keepsake his memory. Requiem aeternam dona ei.
He bathed in the river, so a gentle wash brings them closer to their God.
Et lux perpetua luceat.
He rose from the dead? A nice trick, and not easily done. Their God brings them light, just as Baldur does. Light as bright as the summer sun. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. God breathed on the water, and in the Jordan River, he was cleansed of all sin. His baptism. On the mountain his face shone like the sun, and he became light. His transfiguration. The women came with offerings, but they could not find him when they looked among the dead. His resurrection. And Jesus said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness. Well spoken. Are the riddles done? That is not for me to decide, for I am not the one who summoned you. If you follow, I will lead you to him. I solved your riddle. Now all I get is silence. Who am I to meet?
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush! Your prattling offends God's ears. We're here.
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama? You risk your life, Alfred King.
I have invited you here to speak on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
You gifted my Jarl to that whelp from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke was an enemy of Wessex. But it seems someone has already removed her threat from my lands.
If you did not hear it was me, you have now.
Impressive. The Order of Ancients has surely been crippled by her loss.
How much do you know of this order?
Only this and little more. This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
The gallows, the quill, the Sikhs. 3 men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfirth is dead. He was the Sikhs, so far as I can tell.
And a humble servant of your god. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his colleagues will do the same.
You have faced warriors like me many times before, and many times you have lost or been cheated. Why trust me now?
I have men in London and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the rise and fall of the tides of war. Not long ago, men and women of some influence were murdered in those places. In oddly specific circumstances. When I received this letter from our poor fellow soldier, it did not take long to work out why. I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun, before these fallen souls infest England further.
I should let the Order kill you. If I made it easy for them, they might even return Sigurd to me.
I would return him to you myself, if I knew where they were holding him. But Fulke's treachery has blindsided me as well.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
Very well. As much as you can carry. This morning, my reeve, Goodwin, was not at his post.
A man you trust.
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter when he disappeared.
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the West Gate. You may find something there. Eivor, compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not yet, great king, but the day will come. I need to find this reeve, Goodwin.
I see you, little mice.
The quill has eyes everywhere.
In atris domus Dei, et ingens vestigia fecit de paradiso voluptatis, ut stimulum calcitrare.
Meum est sordidum planetum revolutam, et non
Wait, Shulon.
ubilutam est. Tales pietatum, und lavabit apparatus quodatum, non sit in et.
Shooter ich vor Kienkiewicz. Ringa gusto a bronzmuge. Od nessa in devo. Pues.
Give me Alfred's jewel, you damn scoundrel! We have already paid for it!
Winchester mourns a good bishop and a strong, virile man. May he find his peace with God.
That Selwyn's got some stones on him arresting Alfred's man. Who rules in Winchester anyway? Is Alfred king or not?
Well, you ain't, that's for sure. So keep your mouth shut and do as you're told.
Shut your mouth, yeah? Unless you want yours to rot off in the keep.
Goodwin gone, and guards sniffing around. So where would they have taken him? Must be blocked from the other side. Broken bowls, food scattered. They took him by force. There must be a garrison in the city. Papers thrown in the fire. Goodwin covering his tracks, other guards destroying evidence. A violent struggle with the guards. They must have taken him to Winchester's garrison.
I should not be seen in this area. Let's see you, old friend. Cast about this land, my friend. need to get on the other side.
Stop, you! God grant me strength!
Thick walls and thicker guards.
Your end is nigh. No escape, you yellow dog!
I've got your corpse!
In for the finish! God damn you!
Thick walls and thicker guards. A place to keep a valuable man.
Better check that hay.
Reeve Selwyn ordered executions for petty theft and mudslinging. A husband and wife, to be carried out soon.
The other side must be barred.
Evidence against the Order of Ancients. Stolen from Goodwin?
A Dane in Winchester? These are strange times.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall and proud.
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodwin. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients, and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel.
So where do we start digging?
My research should help us. If they haven't burned it already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I have your papers here, taken from the captain of this keep.
A marvel. History will name you the Protector of Winchester. A pricking irony.
And not lost on me. Now let us go before they discover their eel has slipped the hook. Let's regroup beyond the walls!
Work with me!
Give me Alfred's jewel, you damn scoundrel! We have already paid for it!
Holy Mother! Help me! It's busy!
Why, shoot them!
I am grateful for your help.
It is a brazen move to arrest Alfred's favorite reeve.
This so-called order are nothing but defiled shit peddlers.
Shit peddlers who have wormed their way into every crevasse of your country. They are dangerous.
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor, of the Raven clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name does not rattle some recognition.
Well, Eivor, when our three heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of Mercians like old friends.
2, not 3. Alfred believes at least one is dead. Your Bishop Aelfirth was the 6th.
Bugger. Half of Winchester is in mourning for that nun-groper.
One calls himself the Quill. Are words his weapons?
There were rumors of letters nailed up around Winchester. It may be that one of these can tell us more.
The gallows. What do you know of him?
Must be another reeve, I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice, and this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
The gallows had you arrested, so he must command the law.
Reeve Selwyn? Of course! That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester, executing sinners on spurious charges in the square.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who fits. End his terror, Eivor.
For your relief!
We have already paid for it!
Help! Und Bochtene! Dort i fram Ormbrocken!
Du fällst den Järnunga!
Verdämtes und Helfir! Dort sieht das
Good people of Winchester, open your eyes. See how Alfred's lofty ideals are weighed down in this mire of human effluence. These prisoners before you do not live by Alfred's laws. They live above them. They wallow in shit, only guided by their own perversity. Hubert here, his wits addled by ale, spoke false of Bishop Aelfir, our pious servant of Winchester, who even now lies cold in his grave shroud.
Aelfir was no man of God. He'll burn for his sins.
Your wife is obeying shrew, Hubert. Is there a man here who has not supped rancid mead from her cup?
When will your work be done, Selwyn? When all of Winchester falls to your justice?
Between his Swickland moves.
Quellati! Quellati ella!
Du wades!
Winchester has passed judgment, Hubert. May God have mercy on your cankerous soul. There are rats in the grain store, and Alfred has set the traps. You cannot still be welcome at our hearts. You cannot slander and keep your tongue. You cannot walk freely through our streets, mocking our laws, our king's edicts. And so I ask, who has the right to determine the fate of the perverse, if not the goodly people of Winchester? I am but your humble servant. May God have mercy on your pockmarked soul. Perverter of justice. Who dares execute the king's noose?
It is not in Alfred's name that you carry out your work. You are the Order's executioner.
You peer through the veil, but you do not see clearly. Alfred's laws are a slave's fever dream. He offers shit-soaked beggars a seat at his table, where the meek devour the strong. Who best to judge the fate of the wretched many, if not the strong and worthy few?
To protect your people, you must sheathe your hand in an iron glove. You grind your heels into the backs of freedmen, not those who deserve it.
The Order condemns all men to pain. For all men are but a shadow of the perfection we should know. The perfection of the Ancient Ones.
You are only a man, Reed. One dead branch on a fast-dying tree.
There's no longer freedom in Winchester.
None is safe from his blade.
Watch my lead. Right to flank!
Das är det sim! Ena fram!
I should meet with Goodwin, see what he has found on the quill.
Do you believe in souls? A part of us that lives on with God after we die? Bishop Aelfirth's passing has made me wonder.
Fleot! Of the Westweldat! He quellathus! Inat fram! Hey!
Say good night.
Get back here!
Eyes open.
Bring the board out, right?
Sunan, guide me.
For your relief!
Go, my eyes.
There's hosing hands and grunting, and then sometimes praying. Oh God! Oh God! King,
The cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Does Magister Batter not teach you the scriptures?
Magister Batter is a horse's dangles.
And here is the axe I used to swat a fly.
You have ventured from your burrow?
And you have plunged my city into chaos. I had hoped you would use the lessons of your subtler gods.
We have no subtle gods.
If the gallows is truly dead, perhaps we can allow cautious revelry?
I did only what I agreed to, Alfred. If your crown now weighs heavy, I would gladly take it from you.
Forgive my outburst. God sowed in me a passion, but English prose is an instrument long out of tune.
We all want better for our people, don't we, Eivor? Yours and ours.
The quill remains. What do we know?
The decay of learning has been gentle in Wessex. We enjoy the office of wise men, but we have neglected the study of wisdom.
The quill preys on this lapse.
Someone disagrees with your reforms, Alfred, and he is calling the children to arms.
Now we know why so many children scurry through the streets, feral and untutored.
I can talk to some, see where they lead me.
Good. Find me at the alehouse when you're done. And try not to scare the piss from any of them.
We Norse are the monsters of your Saxon mother's bedtime tales. I promise nothing. I see you, child. Come.
The bad Reeve, Selwyn. I saw you punish him in the square.
He hurt many people.
Yes. He hurt my mother to death. Then took her good luck charm. Perhaps you found it? A little carved tree. It is all I have to remember her by.
Such a sad story. Take this. Perhaps it will keep you off the streets and out of trouble.
For me? Oh, thank you.
Spry, little mouse. Will you lead me to your quill?
Heaven will swallow the smoke of Aelfred's pyre?
Very poetic. But he is going to be buried in the grounds of the Minster.
Ah, now we can always pay our respects.
If you say so.
Eivor, Viras edestim, enat fram!
Lee of Winchester! Oh, hell, the Lord of the Saxons! Get off me, you Eivor, to flee!
Bleeding dunghill!
Hail the Lord of the Saxons! Eivor, to flee!
Eivor, flúða!
Godspeed! You'll set Winchester ablaze!
Roly-poly mutton man, you can't catch me!
God help me. I'd rather be shoveling dung in Malvern again.
Show me.
Father said that she shot more You again? You should mind your own beeswax.
Elwyn, is it? You wield fire like the flaming Jotnar.
It was burning when I found it. Hot days like this, things just go whoosh. Well? Oi! Wigbert! You great moon calf.
Hand it over, Alwyn. We saw your little shadow take it. What you looking at?
I'm not sure. Looks like an old lady's been rolling in shit with all the other ugly sows. A hug and a dress, maybe?
Hey now!
You are mine!
Carts will be worth picking over.
shot! You're doomed!
Come on, stupid, will you?
That showed them.
Trouble seems to follow you.
And I wriggle out of it like a slippery eel. Why are you following me?
I'm looking for the quill, so I'm asking you, his little worker bees.
Us? Working for the Quill? Shows what you know.
Is that so?
I am innocent as a lamb. They were the Quill's thugs and you killed them. Wouldn't want to be in your boots.
It sounds like you owe me your life.
This one's brave and strong. Might be able to help us.
So you're not working for the quill?
We steal to stay alive and out of the Quill's clutches.
But you know where I can find him.
They come up from the sewers like rats. Go on, give him what you took. Maybe he can save us. Good luck, Dane. Try not to get maimed and all that.
Visbjörn! Fly innan ni vill leva!
Fluga! Fluga!
Fly off of the waste weather! Kapran!
I need your eyes, my friend. I should watch out for a mousetrap.
I didn't get nothing today. I like the pretty things, but Magister Battus' stealing I'm is going to wrong. marry King Alfred, and he's going to whisk me away from all this toil. Everyone died, and left me alone on the streets.
There's never enough food. I'm always starving.
Going to melt you down!
is she?
Now, Elwyn. Few have the wit that you and I possess. Most see the world in simpler terms, where we are the weaker sex.
A broodmare who preys on innocence, and you brag about strength.
How little you know. Defend your mistress!
Hey, what? That's not good.
Come here, bloodbag! I love these stunts! Rank you, meat! Time's up!
Aelfirth's roof. Does she flee to the bishop's house?
For you, Relive!
Dane wants my blood. Guards, protect me! Keep your wits. The Dane wants my blood. Show yourself, murderer! Show yourself, Shadow Walker!
Pay for your sins! With me, here!
No more running! Winchester must see your crime!
Not getting away from me! We have this!
Out of options, dog.
Can't scam for free this time! We have this! Your luck! Together, lad! Stop and die!
Come, child. Whisper what you've learned, and Mother will give you a treat.
Coward. Using children to spy and steal for your order.
To educate them. Give me a child until he is 7, and I will give you the man. Or woman. What use are letters when a child can only write his name in pig shit? Or wisdom in a woman when she cannot wield it beyond her hearth? I taught little Alwyn so much more. Saved her from a life less worthy. She will find enlightenment in the Order, just as I did. If I could save them all, I would.
But you cannot. You have corrupted too many to save too few.
My Order is the only way forward. It can quench our thirst for knowledge. If only Alfred's slave faith is defeated! And what would you sacrifice for infinite knowledge?
An immeasurable gift. Why refuse it?
Not their innocence.
A pity. Non requiescat in pace.
Goodwin said to meet him at an alehouse nearby.
Dead! Christ is surely with us! Your time's up, Kerr!
Eivor!
Is this where Justice hides when she is tired?
Hides? Splood, no. This is a wake, my friend. A celebration to ease the quill on her way to eternal damnation.
You heard.
Hilda's were not the only eyes in Winchester. My spies tell me stories of an avenging angel striking down the unworthy.
I've been called worse.
Be thou hail, Ealdor Bana. That's Life Destroyer in our dialect.
I sat easy with my kinsbane, old honey waves alive in my horn, and my eyes on the door, expecting my death, yet unafraid.
You're quite safe with me, Dane. For now. If the mead is fresh and the air is cool, you may often find a friend even amongst your enemies.
I could use someone like you in my settlement, with ink on his fingers and a sense of honor.
I would love to devote myself to the study and practice of the law. There is a weariness in war I wish I could shake off.
Impossible. Even in death, our battles will rage on. It is the way of things.
I must thank you before the ale dulls me. By cutting the order down to size, you have given England a hope of unity. It must be a sour apple to swallow, knowing that you are the last of Winchester's enemies.
Are you sure the Sikhs is dead?
The bishop is dead, that's certain. And if the bishop was the Sikhs is dead. A transitive property of mortality, you see.
I do not believe it. Too much theatre in Winchester. Overwrought prayers and wailing women.
Well, you could pay your respects and see for yourself. The funeral is today.
If he rots, I will leave with my silver. But if he lives, there's work to be done.
Watch your step, Eivor. He'll be a hefty corpse in death. Alive, he'd be much bigger. Whether you find or make a corpse, meet me at the Witten with your report.
Selwyn is dead. His lies poisoned everyone against us, and for what?
Some only care for their own power and position. I'm sorry I could not save your husband.
My son is not an orphan today. You did more than enough.
At the shipment the safety may keep that he went.
Boka oplas on.
If the bishop is worm meal, then here should be the proof.
Lord grant my brother Eivor eternal bliss. Do you not see? I am in prayer.
May we speak of your brother's death?
Have you no shame? Leave me.
I will leave you in peace, then.
Lord grant my brother Eivor eternal bliss.
Did you know Bishop Aelfirth?
Where joy endures for all those
Can you still
beloved of
smell
God.
the burned flesh? It's rife across the whole graveyard.
Only his face was burned. That seems like a strange accident. And this corpse's build is slight, frail. Goodwin said Aelfirth was a brute.
Stranger comes to Wember.
You do not mourn like they do.
Wember is always here, helping the sleeping, singing to them, so they are not frightened before they meet God.
The sleeping? You mean the dead?
Wember helps the monks. Dig, dig, dig.
You dig the graves. Did you bury Aelfirth?
Have you seen Layoff? My poor friend. Poor Layoff.
Layoff. What happened to him?
Sleeping. sleeping like my dog when I hugged him too hard.
Someone heard Lev.
Yes, yes. And while he slept, they stole his face.
Not just stolen, but burned.
Threadbare clothes. They belong to Wemberstrand. This funeral is a shadow play. The Order killed an innocent, burned his face so no one could tell, and interred him in Eilfirth's place.
His sister knows more than she lets on.
What now?
A pretty show you have laid on here, but I know the truth.
You would dare speak to me? When my poor brother Eilfirth lies cold in his shroud.
Your brother is the Sikhs, and no more dead than I am.
Heresy. My brother was the Bishop of Winchester.
When Goodwin got too close to the truth about your brother's place in the Order, you buried him. Or rather, you buried another in his place. The poor gravedigger's friend. Burning his face so no one would know.
How did you... No, I...
Your brother is not in that crypt. Tell me where he is before more lives are lost.
I will not tell you anymore. Guards! All right, have your way. It won't do you any good. Guards, protect me!
Damn you! Christ mercy! Suffer!
Why will you not leave me alone?
Enough of this cat and mouse. Where's your brother, the one they call the Sikhs?
He is a ghost now. But he will make himself flesh once more at the Witten. And Alfred will be king no more.
He means to kill Alfred.
Regicide? No. The king will step aside and Eilfirth will lead us all. Risen and resplendent as the Lord.
You are a damned fool. Go.
By God, Harry Balls, you are a thief and a swindler!
Wir sind es not from!
The Sikhs must be hiding in the crowd, biding his time to strike at Alfred.
Not priest, clerk, or abbot can turn the letter of their sermons from Latin to English. And how can we understand God's...
I don't fear the Danes at all these days. Alfred will steer our ship through any storm.
My sister married a Dane in Mercia. He's a good man, and clean, she says.
Among our holy deeds, like cockles and tare in a field of wheat. Education, wisdom, enlightened thought. This will raise us above the sins of our fathers.
These reforms are duly needed.
How sweet is the shepherd's pipe when he calls his lambs to slaughter. I was born to Christians in the northern wilds. My mother would cradle me beneath the stars and whisper, dove-like, God watches over you. Then your people came, and God fixed his stout eye as they slit her throat for a copper ring. No stars threw down their spears as barbarians smeared her blood through fields of broken wheat. God watched all, and I hated him.
It may be Alfred's god was testing you. A trial you failed.
Alfred's god is weak. Yet he would chain us all in his service, from our first breath to our death rattle. My order wishes to break these mind-forged manacles. I am the wolf in lamb's wool.
He takes on the role of a god himself. A worthy path to walk.
A wolf is but a walking feast for ravens.
One more gift for you, Dane. A deadly truth, if you can find it. With my death, the Order will not die. It will only transform into something far worse for all of us.
Cheat Loki's dread daughter twice.
I owe you my life.
An irony not lost on me, Alfred.
My king, we'll go by back streets to the Old Minster. Eivor may find us there when all has settled.
Aelfus, my love! No! Curse you, Dane! My brother served God.
He was not a Christian. He abhorred your god.
But why strike him down? Have you no compassion for good men?
We both have more questions than answers. But if you know this key, perhaps we can help one another. Where is its home?
You treated me with kindness, but this damned order, their machinations killed my brother, so the rest may rot. Take this key to the ruins beneath the bishop's house. You may find answers there.